Hey, peace and blessings. Grand rising, grand rising. How are you guys doing? Mind Truth Seekers. Hope you all are doing great this morning. Okay. As you can see by the topic, guys, look, we're going to go ahead and connect the dots. I mean, oh my God, this right here, you can't make it up even if you want to. Okay. So before I get into my commentary, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content, because I promise you I am going to get in it, and don't let the numbers fool you. Okay. Like they say, this little old channel stuck way in the corner. But like I said, when it comes to the truth, one thing about the truth will slowly but surely find its way back home. And you know, when you stand on your truth, you always going to get numbers like that. But we don't look at the numbers, it's the quality. But I want all of my truth seekers, all of my truth seekers. Hey, Starbucks lover, she says, hey, Lady D in chat. I want all of my truth seekers. I want you guys to listen to me well. Just like you give me the information when all the foolish stuff is out there. Like I said, we ain't got time for all this, because we already know when it comes to the system, when it comes to the machine, when it comes to the power that be, they are working overtime on us. So all the other stuff is just a distraction. Let people say whatever they want to say. Like I said, a hit dog going to holler, and it's not even worth it. I promise you, all that stuff is not even worth it. It just, they want a reaction. They want a reaction, because all it does is it makes you lose focus of what the bigger picture is. So when people out there talking about, oh, this little channel way in the back, like I said, I already told you guys that I am a true prophetess. When I say something, you can take it to the bank. So if you think that you losing all your teeth, honey, mess with me, you'll lose more than your teeth. And that's real talk, okay? Because like I say, I am not playing. The kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and we going to take it by force. So we don't have time. Like I said, I told you guys, I think it was like last year, I say the Most High God has spoken to my spirit that it was time to go ahead and cut grass to see who all the snakes. So if I went ahead and I cut the grass, and everybody that was, most of them that was here was a bunch of snakes, then oh well, let it be. Let them go over there, okay? Because we already know that the Most High God already has spoken my spirit that it's time for me to go ahead and cut grass, because this right here, this is it. So I ain't got time for these bottom feeders. I mean, these trolls can't even get from behind the computer, and if they do, they exactly what the name is, trolls. I mean, they are horrible, okay? And I promise you guys, like I said, this right here, don't even sit there and send me no videos, because I don't go around these people. They horrible. I can't even stand the way that they even sit there and just deliver their commentary. And if true be told, like I say, all the information is out there. They can come and try to sit there and focus on my little old channel, but I promise you, their channel is not going to go nowhere. It's full of flags. And if you want to see how I can tell, or you want to know how you could tell if channels are full of just full of flags where it won't even be monetized, I promise you, just join my membership and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So all that stuff, how they want to come on and put on a united front just to strike people, their channel is not going to go nowhere. It's all flagged, okay? All flagged. YouTube is not even going to monetize that. You get 3 strikes against your channel, and I promise you, they would take that channel down. So in order for that person to sit there and want to come after me, and this is the last time I'm going to go ahead and address this right here. Their channel is not going nowhere, okay? So if you want to see anything that I know about all those daggone flags, all those daggone violations, trust me, I can show you exactly how to go ahead and get that information. So make sure, I want all the ones that's I know that got my back, and trust me, I know exactly who got my back. The information that I am about to deliver, I promise you, no one is talking about this right here. No one is talking about this, because you only can get this from out of the spirit realm when we're going to go ahead and connect the dots. Like I said, my people, when it comes to my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. We are the type of people that we wants to go on the bandwagon, and if everybody go that way, we want to go that way. If everybody sit there and say this person is guilty, we're going to say that person is guilty, because we are in what I call the system. We are programmed. We are programmed to think one way. What happened to innocent until proven guilty? That does not apply for us. That does not apply for us, innocent until proven guilty. Now, maybe when it comes to them. But as I was watching TMZ when they went ahead and they broke that news when they had said about CNN, how CNN went ahead and altered, sliced, and I know a lot about slicing and editing, and when it comes to these AI videos, because I've been doing it from day one, which I'm also going to go ahead and I'm gonna do a class when it comes to all that right there, because I had made a video, which I didn't drop it on this channel right here. Like I said, I got another channel that I went ahead and I set up where I can go ahead and do all my AI videos, where I was saying, when Sean Combs, when he came out and he apologized, I didn't understand why he went ahead and he apologized, so quick, because, this is the age of information, where I promise you, join my membership. I'm not going to go ahead and play it on here right here, but join my membership. And because I already going to put it on another channel, so I'm not going to put it on this channel right here, but I want you to join my membership. And I want to show you how you can edit and you can alter and you can make AI videos where you will swear that it is a real video. You will swear that it is a real video. That's just how good when it comes to this technology right here. So as you can see right here by the title, I put connecting the dots, how CNN action with the Sean Combs, Diddy, and Cassie, the information that it came out, how that tape might allow Sean Combs to be set free, walk out of this. Because we already know most of the people went ahead and made up their mind when they saw the Cassie and the Sean Diddy videotape. CNN was quick to go ahead and put it out. We already know CNN was quick to pick it out or put it, go ahead and pull that out. But I'm going to show you the dark side when it comes to CNN. Yes, the dark side of CNN. And anyone that knows me, guys, let me know. Let me know if you guys, let me do a mic check because see, last time I had frozen. I mean, couldn't even hear, couldn't even see. I was in one spot and nobody said not one thing. So let me go ahead and do a mic check, guys. So bear with me 1 second because I want to make sure that I'm not freezing. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So just bear with me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, thank you. Starbucks says I sound good. Yeah, I had to do a mic check because the last video that I made, for some reason, I was frozen. You know, I was in the matrix, and before I came on, my entire screen was black. But that's just to show you, you know, when you are speaking truth, and they don't want you to come out with this type of information. They will throw you way back in what I call the boondocks. But I'm not worried because the right people is going to go ahead and get this information. Now, I want you guys to tell me, the ones that's been following me, tell me if the information that I am about to put out, let me know if any other bloggers or anyone is talking about this, because I promise you, I already done checked. And nobody is talking about this right here. Nobody. I'm going to drop some information. Like I said, my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. I promise you, CNN might have pulled all this stuff that you see that is going on with Sean Combs if it was Joe the plumber around the street. They would have pulled it off. They would have been able to pull it off. But see, now that they know when it comes to Sean Combs, just like when it came to Jay-Z, these people got money to fight. So you're not going to think that you can spin a narrative and just because all this is tied in with the system, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. All this right here is tied up in the system, okay? Like I said, when it comes to the system is not broken. The system is only doing what the system is designed to do. Like I said, and I'm going to continue saying it, come out of her. Because like I said, you're not going to win. You're not going to win playing on the devil's playground. Let me make sure because I can't hear myself. You're not going to win playing on the devil's playground. Like I say, the devil does not play fair. That's how they got us in the predicament that we are in right now. That's how they was able to program us. Like I said, we've been here. We've been through the four corners of this earth. But they made us forget who we are because, like I said, because of they got what I call this system. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and put it like this. This system. But I'm going to break it down where even a child can understand, because I'm not going to dummy myself down. I'm not going to play just because, I may not have the numbers. But God said there and he told me, just like he told David, when David started counting his army, when God allowed him to stand up against Goliath and fight an army, and I mean, bears and tigers, and some of this stuff is just metaphors. But it's not in the numbers, because of God before you, who can be against you? And I truly know when it comes to my spirituality, I'm not going to sit there and shut up just because your ears are bleeding, your ears are hurting, because I truly believe that the Most High God speaks to me. I truly believe that without a doubt. I truly believe when I tap into something, I'm going to get the answer. I'm going to get the answer, something about my ancestors. So that's why I sat there and say, I don't need to know what's going on with these old bottom feeders. I don't need to know anything about it, because I do know, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. I definitely know about that. Okay, so let them talk, because I remember there's a story. And like I said, when it comes to the Bible, I look at it as what's here now, because they put themselves in it. I just know exactly how to rightfully divide it. But I know you know the story when Marion and Aaron was talking about gossiping about their brother Moses. So the Most High God eavesdropped on that conversation and caused Marion to become leprosy. She had leprosy. So like I said, let them talk. Let them talk, because I know what I am doing. I am doing kingdom business. These people are bottom feeders. These people are trolls. That's why they can't come from behind the computers, okay? These people are unhinged. So miss me with this. This right here is much bigger than all the foolish stuff that we see that's going on. But I promise you, when it comes to all this stuff, when it comes to Sean Combs, he better be glad that he got Donald Trump in the seat. He better be glad that he got Donald Trump in the seat to fight this right here, because we already know that Donald Trump already went through when it came to all this stuff that's going on, and he already talked about draining the swamp, and already had told you that the Most High God, what he's going to do, he's going to rip the sheets of everything that's crooked. So ain't nobody going to get away with anything, not in this season. Not in this season. So, guys, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Please go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content, because I promise you, I'm going to make it make sense. I see Starbucks say Jesus and no one let you know. No one let me know. I was froze. I was like this. Ain't nobody let me know. That's just to show you got a bunch of haters. And I had at least about 20 people that was in here, but they don't want to hear me. They saying just like our forefathers, oh, shut up. Make him shut up. Make Jesus shut up. Make God shut up. They don't want to hear from you, because the ears, it hurts when you speak truth. That's why, when it comes to the algorithm and all that, they could throw you in the back. But let me go ahead and read the title again. Connecting the dots, how CNN action with Sean Combs, Diddy, and Cassie tape could set him free. And let me go ahead and show you this picture. And I want you to look at this picture real good, because what we are about to do, we are about to connect the dots. Why did CNN destroy the original tape? Okay, when we already know that's what they based everything about. So right now you tainted the jury, because everybody knows Sean Combs. And if you go on stand and say, I never heard of Sean Combs, then you a lie, because everybody heard of Sean Combs. And the picture that when the jury, if this go to trial, what's going to be on their mind? What's going to be on their mind is that Cassie tape. Because nobody worrying about all the stuff that they said he had did. Everybody sitting there, even the ones that even thought that, he was innocent. But when they saw that tape that CNN was playing back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, it made them turn. It made them turn. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry about that. But what we're doing right now, we're going to connect the dots. So let me go ahead and read my copyright disclaimer. Is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And like I said, guys, don't get mad with the messenger. All this stuff is out here. It's just how far that you are willing to go and dig for this information, okay? Because I truly believe that if Sean Combs walk out of all this, it's going to be a lot of lawsuits, okay? A lot of lawsuits. And not just on CNN, the bloggers as well, because we got one right now, which I'm not even going to call her name, where it's like she's got the jitteries, especially when it comes to tearing down the black man. We don't know who she laying on the side of, okay? But we take her word as face value. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's exactly what we do, especially when we see a black melanated man fall. What we want to do. We want to put our foot on our brother's neck. Don't wait until they go to the trial. Don't wait until they get a fair trial. And like I said there and say, and here I'm team right. I don't pick a side. I pick the truth. I stand on righteousness. And like I said, my truth may not be your truth, but somewhere lies the truth. This information right here is already out here. Okay. So we're going to talk about how CNN is affiliated with all this stuff that's going on. Okay. Especially when it comes to Hollywood. He that have an ear, let him hear. Like I said, when it comes to my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. This right here, this is what I call the system. Okay, the system is not messed up. The system is only doing what the system is designed to do. Okay, so all of my truth seekers, you never heard this in here. You never heard this nowhere but in here with unapologetic real talk. So those big old bloggers, because like I said, I might have a little small numbers, but I promise you, it make a huge impact. It gets to the right people. They'll steal your stuff, but like I said, this information is already out here, but you didn't put the dots together. My ancestors came and helped me to put the dots together, okay? And that's real talk. So let's go ahead and talk about a little bit of stuff that is going on right now when it comes to Sean Combs. I think today that he's going to in front of the court today. So let me go ahead and read that little part right then. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the dots together. Okay. So I think I went ahead and pulled it up. So let me see if I can read a little bit right here. I think that when it comes to Sean Combs, he's due back in court to enter another plea on a new allegations of forced labor. So now, like I said there and say, why they didn't focus on all this right here? Why they only focused when it came to that tape when it was with Cassie, okay? But let me read this little article right here. This is by ABC News. And guys know, if you've been following me for a very, very long time, my channel does not stay on, only stays on CNN. But I'm done with you, CNN. I'm done with you, CNN. And I promise you, once I get this information out, you all going to be done as well, because it's not even just CNN, it's all these news outlets. They all are the beast. But like I said, I don't know, no longer blame the power that be. I blame our people because we spend almost close to $2 trillion a year. We are the biggest consumers. And right now, we should have our own social outlet. We should be able to control our own story. And the reason why they can do what they're doing right now, because they tells our story. And they can twist it, bend it, and anything that they want. And we're going to run with it. Okay. So, right here, Sean Combs Diddy is expected to plead not guilty Friday to the allegations contained in two superseding indictment that expand the scope of the criminal case against the music mogul that is scheduled for trial May the 5th. So his trial is for May the 5th, a couple of months. So one of the new indictment expand the time frame of allegedly criminal conduct and add two alleged victims. The second new indictment said Comb forced employees to work long hours under threat of physical and reputational harm and forced at least one employee to engage in a sex act with him. So, all this stuff is going to come out because, like I say, most of this stuff is just a money grab. Okay. When you got money in a high profile case, you're going to see everybody and their mom going to come out because everybody want a piece of the pie, but still evolve. I'm going to break it down where even a child can understand. And I am not attorney, but I am anointed and appointed by the Most High God. And if you don't like it, then you take it on with him, okay? And that's unapologetic, real talk. So Combs was arrested last year after being charged in a sprawling sex trafficking indictment, which we still waiting to hear information about that. When it came to the Jays, we can't even mention their names, but you remember maybe about 1 or 2 years when they had an underground Turner in New York. We saw baby high chairs. We saw dirty mattress. And, we saw actually a Turner. And after that, we didn't hear anything about it. So we still waiting for at least TMZ, which they all a part of this. TMZ show us a Turner that they said that Sean Combs had in his house. Okay. So he has denied all the allegation and has already pleaded not guilty to the charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Federal prosecutors on Friday plan to ask the judge to start the trial in earliest May the 5th and conduct jury selection beforehand. Otherwise, the trial will likely last beyond the July 4th holidays, creating unnecessary additional challenge in seating jury, prosecutor said. Like I said, honey, it's going to be hard to find a jury, okay? Because only thing that they see is what they saw of what CNN went ahead and released. And the question is, why did CNN went ahead and destroy the original? Now, you guys know, been following me for a very, very long time. When I make videos, I promise you, I don't destroy the original. Nobody destroyed the original copies. Unless it was the AI, maybe, and I'm just saying this is my opinion, and I'm gonna say everything allegedly, for entertainment purpose only, because I don't have a dog in this fight, but I'm here to stand on my truth. But I can sit there, you could tell me a story. You could tell me a story. And I promise you, when it comes to AI, I can sit and set that whole scene up. But you will swear you was watching the original. So who to say what CNN went ahead and released, all that was AI generated? Who to say that, even though they say they speed it up, but we don't know if it was AI generated, okay? Like I said, and we will never know, because what did they say? They went ahead and they destroyed it, okay? So it's suspect to take 2 weeks to set a jury. The defense prefers starting jury selection on May the 5th with open statements May the 13th, according to a letter filed with the court. Prosecutor also expecting to ask the judge to force defense attorney to turn over evidence, saying the government has yet to receive any discovery from the defense pursuant to its obligations. Defense attorney said they intended to comply, just not yet, because the government has the burden of proof and defense has not made any decisions about what evidence it might introduce should it put on a case in chief, and thus should not be compelled to disclose material to be admitted as part of the defense case in chief at this stage, this letter said. The defense said it intended to turn over items related to the video depicted Combs kicking and dragging his former girlfriend, Casey Ventura, in 2016 that has first obtained by CNN. This defense has insisted the video is not all it seems. So this is the defense said it's intended to turn over the items related to the video. But the thing about it, when it comes to the defense team, which it is right, they want the original. You're not going to sit there and use some edit, chopped up, spliced video, or even if it was an AI general, into evidence. Okay, no way in the world. So the defense had confirmed through a forensic video analysis of the scene footage that the government provided to the court of the footage provided by CNN in response to the defense subpoena that all CNN video footage was substantially altered in significant respect. Why CNN? Like I said, you're going to see a very, very rich man. That's why I say everything that the kinker worms, the palmer worms, the locusts, the caterpillars, and all them sit there and taken away. Hey, if you don't do right, if it's not right, hey, it's going to end up where he's going to have double for his trouble. But I'm going to put the dots together. I promise you, I'm going to get there. Okay. So make sure you hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So as a result, the CNN videos do not fairly and accurately depict the events in question, the defense said. In a statement, a CNN spokesman denied the claim that the video was altered. Okay. CNN never altered the video and did not destroy the original copy of the footage, which was retained by the source. The spokesman said CNN aired the story about the video several months before Combs was arrested. Well, where the video at right now? Why it's not in evidence? Why we here right now? Why you see when it comes to TMZ, they talking about all this right here. After the hotel video was released last May, Combs posted a video on Instagram apologizing for the incident. And that's where I hold when it comes to Sean Combs' attorney. You know, sometimes we just got to be patient. Sometimes we got to be so quick. I guess they probably sit there and say, well, you know, the people want answers. So, you know, go out and just apologize. And that's where I hold when it comes to Sean Combs' attorney, because you don't know what you're apologizing. Just because we see all that, we don't know if that was an AI video, because it never had a forensic to come and check and see if that was an actual video. I could take it and put the pieces together, okay? So my behavior on the video is excusable. I take full responsibility for my action in the video. So that's what Sean Combs has said. But I was reading a lot of comments and all this right here to me, like I said, this is all allegedly, but I was reading that they were saying what led up to that, which is no excuse of what we saw. Okay, now I don't know if that was an AI kicking or whatever, but I could sit there and have AI kicking whatever I want to have it kicking. Okay, I promise you, that's just how good when it comes to AI. Like I said, this right here. Hey, so I don't know if he was scared, you know, I don't know if, you know, he probably sat there and said, you know, I don't remember, you know, but I'm gonna just go ahead and take the blame because, you know, that looks like me, you know. But just like, you know, I remember when someone had tried to use a video, he said, I don't know if this was altered. I don't know if there was an AI. What? I don't know if that was me, because we are now in what I call the age of information, right? So my behavior on the video is inexcusable. So this is what Sean Combs has said. I take full responsibility for my action, which still of all, this is not criminal. Okay. This is not a criminal. In that case, everybody that has domestic DV, they all would be in the feds. Okay. This is not fed. Okay. So let me go ahead and I'm going to break this down and tie the dots together. Okay. When it comes to CNN. So this is where the meat at. So guys, make sure again, make sure, like I said, you share these videos and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And if you hear anyone sitting there connecting all this together, the dots together, remember you heard it from Unapologetic Real Talk. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull all this up. Okay. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay. So Let me go ahead and read this right here first, and then we're going to go and get to the meat where when it comes to Hollywood and CNN. Let me say it again. Hollywood and CNN. Like I said, we are in the age of information. We are in a year where every rock that was covered, the Most High God is going to uncover it. He's going to rip the sheets out of it. Okay, so let me go ahead and read this right quick. Sean Combs' legal team has indeed been pushing for access to the original unedited evidence, including civilian tapes, as part of their defense in his ongoing federal sex trafficking and racketeering case, which they have the right. This man is fighting for his life. So nobody can get mad but the devil. So right here is talking about the 2016 hotel civilian video that shows Combs assaulting his then girlfriend Cassie at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, which CNN obtained and aired in May 2024. And we remember when CNN had got those tapes. I mean, it was breaking news. Wolf, what's his name? Wolf, I can't think of his last name on CNN. Man, Wolf was playing it back to back. Okay. So this video has become a cornerstone of both his criminal case and related to civil lawsuits. So after Casey had went ahead and she settled out with Sean Combs, then a few weeks or maybe close to a month, then CNN start releasing that. And then everybody start jumping on a bandwagon. All you was hearing is what? Me too, me too, me too. And like I said there and say, I'm not giving nobody excuse. I don't sit there promote violence, but I stand on my truth. But I know one thing, it's so sad when we got to fight white supremacists on one hand and we got to fight our own doggone people on the other hand, and we got to help these people do their job. But I promise you, when the tables are turned, when it's time for their people to be in the lion's den, they're going to turn the other cheek. They're going to tell, look, let the system play out, but not us. We're going to make what? We're going to make 102 videos why our own people are guilty before proven innocent. Like I said, this only happens when it comes to our own people. Okay, so like I said, ain't no side in here but the truth. Okay, I stand on righteousness. Okay, so he that have an ear, let him hear. Okay, so right here on March the 12th, 2025, I'm talking about right here, Combs' lawyer, which I went ahead and I read that where they are filing a motion, and I think he should be in court today because the day is Friday. According to their filing, CNN purchased the video. So CNN went ahead and purchased the video. And they edited for broadcast, and they blur the face, and they speed it up, and then they discard the unaltered material. Why, CNN? See, that's the question that we should be asked. But I'm going to tell you why. I promise you, I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to break it down where even a child can understand. Like I said, honey, this is what I call the beast. Okay, the beast. Social media plays a lot when it comes to what I call this systematic racism. Okay, this argued that tampering undermined the evidence reliability, potentially rendering inadmissible, and accused CNN of acting with reckless regard by destroying the original while aware of its legal significance. That's what, the question is. The question is, why are you putting an edit, an altered video that is very crucial in evidence, but not the original? And the thing about it is, the judge was going to allow it allegedly. All this right here, allegedly, just for me, entertainment purpose only. Okay, he that have an ear, let him hear. But was going to allow this to be in court as part of the evidence. Why? And not asking for the original. So now you guys are upset and saying that I don't care because we did see hit. How did you know? How did you? It could have been a AI. Join my membership if you want to sit there and see the video how you can take a AI and you can do whatever you want to do. Okay, you can look at Sean Combs' face. That look just like Sean Combs. That's not Sean Combs. That is an AI general. I can sit there and make this man talk. I can make this man walk. I can make this man go to the toilet if he want to go to the toilet right now. Blitzer, thank you, Star. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, his name is Wolf Blitzer. Okay, you don't even hear him now. All the while, breaking news. I'm waiting right now to see if CNN gonna come and sit there and retract. We waiting. Crickets, crickets, crickets. So where am I? Okay. So the argument this tampered undermined the evidence reliable potential rendering it inadmissible, which I read that the motion doesn't explicitly demand the original tape from CNN since they claim they are gone, but seeks to suppress the altered version or at least challenge it used by the prosecutor who received it from CNN post broadcast. So what they are saying, just go ahead and use the edit video. W is a liar and the truth is not in you. This isn't the first time Combs' team has contested evidence handling because, like I said, when the system want you, when they're going to sit there and try all types of ways. We remember the book a couple of months ago. Some man sat there and he wrote a tell-all book. What did we saw? We saw all the bloggers, people that look like me, sitting there reading the story, want to do story time. Found out that was a lie. It took Sean Combs' children to come out and sit there and mess, take that away from them. Told them, no, we're going to court. That's not coming from my mom. And why would my mom allow someone that we never even heard of to write a book? So that's out right there. Okay, you remember that? So I'm going somewhere. I promise you, I'm going to put the dots together. Okay, it makes sense. Like I said, when it comes to the truth need no defending. It's just how far you are willing to dig into this information. But there are bloggers right now that have not learned from when it came to Atasha K. Okay, we had bloggers sitting there help spinning that story, and we know when it comes to bloggers is right now is what I call the age of information, where people are not sitting there watching TV anymore. People are sitting in the comfort of their home watching YouTubers. But it's a reason why bloggers cannot be affiliated with people that went to school and knows how to deliver, report stories. These people going to do anything for clicks and likes. That's why I sat there and say, look at my numbers. I'm way in the boondocks. I ain't mad, but I have a huge impact because I'm going to stand on my truth. It's not about clicks and likes. It's about standing on your truth, okay? And that's real talk. So right here, it said the defense current push amplify that narrative suggesting a chain of custody issues. If the original tape no longer exists and CNN version is manipulated, it could weaken the prosecution case, especially since the video corroborate a venture talking about Cassie 2023 civil suit allegation settled swiftly. So the reason why it's saying right here of what I can sit and try to interpret, that's why Sean Combs went ahead and settled the case with Casey because they most likely already had told him before it hit, social media that the tapes was going to come out. So, he probably said, well, and I do understand when you have businesses, sometimes, you don't want all that extra drama on your business, on your name. So he probably said, let me just go ahead and I'm going to set it out. I'm going to set it out. Not knowing the whole story, we would never know because now they went ahead and they claimed they destroyed it. But I've been watching a lot of comments, and I'm going to say allegedly that they were sitting there saying she had a bag full of money that she had stole from him. And I'm going to say allegedly. Let me make sure I put allegedly. But I'm going to put the dots together, I promise you, when it comes to CNN in Hollywood. And like I said, honey, They may not sit there and say, "Oh, I want to hear her," but run with this story. Let me know, my true seekers. Let me know if now they connecting Hollywood with CNN. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this right here. All is allegedly. Okay, because and make sure what the day is. The day is the 3rd, March the 14th, 2025. And I came on at 11 o'clock. So anything that's after 11 o'clock that's containing to what I am about to put out right now, let me know because I'm going to make sure when I go on their channel, you got it from me. Yes, you did. Because only you can get this straight from the throne room. Okay. So right here, it says, this is the first time Combs' team had contested evidence handling in October 2024. They accused the government of leaking the same videos to CNN to taint the public perception, which it did. It left a bad taste in all of our mouth. Okay. A claim prosecutors denied, stating they didn't have it until after CNN had aired it. So that's what the prosecutors are saying, that after CNN went ahead and aired it, that's when, they went ahead and brought it out. But we would never know. We would never know because what happened? CNN went ahead and destroyed it. The defense current push amplified that narrative, suggesting a chain of custody issues. If the original tape no longer exists and CNN version is manipulative, it would weaken the prosecutor, which I went ahead and read that. And also it talked about the line with the freak off coerced claim in the September 24 indictment. Okay, so Combs arrested September the 16th, 2024 and held without bond. Okay, so we already know that they made that big old huge spectacle. You would swear that this man had an army, fortified city where we saw these army truck, this military style went in and even put the pow-pows against his children. And that was just over. That was just over excessive to me. But let me go ahead right now and I'm going to get to the meat. I'm going to get to the meat. And I'm going to say right here, this is in my spiritual realm. I'm going to sit there and say, I didn't hear it from nobody else. I'm going to just put it like that. Okay. So we're going to connect the dots. Okay. So let's go ahead and connect the dots when it comes to CNN and Hollywood. Okay. So also, I want to talk about with Wendy Williams because Wendy Williams also, she's caught up in the web as well. And it was something, and a light came off when I saw that a bank institution would turn over information to whomever to say that their customer is not capable of handling their own money. And I'm gonna let you know when it comes to Wells Fargo, and this is not allegedly, they had a lot to do when it came to the slave trade. So they already think that when it comes to us, we 1/5 of a human being. We dumb. We not smart, but that's what they use because we already know we smart because look at how we built everything. We pretty much built everything. If they would have left us alone, they would be looking at us like a god, the god that we are. But they manipulative and they cunning. So what you're seeing right here is manipulative and cunning. So that's why we have to learn to stop playing in on the devil's playground. Because see, when you play on the devil's playground, they don't play fair. They don't play fair. And the thing about it is that they got an army of people that's standing up with them because in their cult, in their circle, there's unity. It's no unity with us. It's no unity with us. We have sold out long time ago. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about when it comes to CNN, how they are tied up with all this right here, because believe it or not, when it comes to CNN, listen to me very well, are parenting companies to Warner Brothers. Okay. Did you hear what I said? Now, Warner Brothers is connected to Sean Combs. Like I said, all this right here is going to tie in all together. Okay. So, right here, let me go ahead and read it again. CNN is a part of the Warner's Brother Discovery parent company. Also, right here it says Warner Brothers, which I'm not gonna get into that. The name came from in 1929 and all this other stuff. So I don't want to get into all that right there. But right here, as of March the 13th, 2025, Warner Brothers Discovery remains remains CNN parenting company. So today, as of today, when it comes to CNN is parent company to Warner Brothers Discovery, okay? And with David Zaslav, Zaslav, he's the CEO, which that's a J name, because like I say there, they shut Kanye up when it came to all this. And a board including a figure like John Malone, a significant shareholder, Val Liberty Media ties. The company stock trade public under the all this right here, which I'm not going to read this. I want to get to the meat. CNN is connected to Hollywood. Okay. CNN is connected to Hollywood. Like I said there and say, if they want you uh, to get this information out, that's why they got the media set up, which I call it the beast, where they could be able to spin any story that they want. Okay, so let's go ahead and read it again. And to me, all this right here is alleged. So CNN is connected, but go and do your research because, like I said, when it comes to my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Okay, so CNN is connected to Hollywood through its parent company, Warner Brothers Discovery, which bridges new media and entertainment, including Hollywood film industry. Okay, Warner Brothers Discovery. Also, let me go ahead and skip some of this. The connection is just Warner's. So just go ahead and check out this information for yourself. Okay, like I said, our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Okay, so also it talked about which we know Ted Turner. And when he went ahead and he purchased uh CNN, I think it was 1996. Okay, he merged assets into the Warner Media, and also they say this the project around 40 billion, which I'm not gonna get into that. Also, it says that Hollywood Connected sparks debate. So I'm skipping some of this stuff right here. I just want to go ahead and get to the meat, okay? Where how when it comes to Sean Combs, how he affiliated with Warner's Brothers, because all that got to do with Hollywood and also the music industry. Okay, CNN itself doesn't directly operate. So CNN itself doesn't directly operate in the music industry. No record label, studio, or artist manageable under its banner, but its parent company to Warner's Brothers. So, they're not, involved in the music industry, but it's still under the same umbrella. Okay. So, right there, it says CNN as a news outlet covers the music industry intensively, reporting on artists aware like the Grammys and the industry trends. But it's connected. But it's connected to the music production or distribution comes through its corporate lineage and the sister entity, not in core operation. Warner Brothers Discovery formed in 2022 from the merge of Warner's Media and Discovery, including Warner's Brothers picture with its legacy in the music films. Okay, so which I'm not going to go through all the films and stuff like that. I'm trying to get to Sean Combs. Okay, so let me go ahead and skip all this. Okay, right here, which I did read that there's no direct pipeline when it comes to the music, but it's still under the same umbrella. Okay. So Sean Combs, that's where I want to get right here. Sean Combs and all this right here, I went ahead and I put all is alleged. Okay. Hey, Jacqueline, she says, good afternoon, truth tellers. Thank you very much. Sean Combs, known by his stage name, this is where I wanted to get, like Diddy. Sean Combs, known for stage name like Diddy, Puff Daddy, and P. Diddy, had connections. Listen to me real good. Now tell me, guys, I promise you, tell me, did you hear this from anybody else but right here? Let me read it again for the ones in the back. Because see, they run, but they're not going to tell you because I'm a little small channel in the boom dot, but that's all right. That's all right. God always, when he gets the diamonds, is always in the ground. in the least places where you least expect. Okay, so Sean Combs, known by stage name like Diddy, Daddy, and P Diddy, has had connections with Warner's Brothers and its border corporate family. Their ties are not as deep or direct as with other entertainment entity. His interactions span from the music, television, and even a playful uh, whatever dealing. You're talking about the music, okay? In music, Combe has significant business link through Warner Music Group. And I'm gonna be skipping a lot, okay, because I don't need to get into all of the details. I'm just giving you a little summary. In music, Combs had significant business link through Warner Music Group, a separate entity from Warner's brother Pictures, but historically tied to the same Time Warner's umbrella. So it's still tied together. So what I'm trying to say is when it comes to CNN, and CNN is still under the umbrella, still parent company with Warner's Brothers Discovery. So when you've seen all the information that's coming out when it comes to these entertainment or anything that's dealing with Hollywood, CNN gonna have first asset to it because they all in the same company under the same umbrella. Okay, Combs sold 50% of his Bad Boy records. Listen, Combs sold 50% of his Bad Boy records to Warner's Brothers for a reported 30 million. That's Warner's Brothers, okay? So let me make sure I get that right. Warner's Brothers Group, okay? That's what it means. Warner's Music Group, okay? Warner's Music Group, which that's all under the same umbrella. For a reported 30 million, aiming to leverage their distribution muscles while retaining creative control. So I guess he, kept the masters, but these people, they can have 50% of your company, but they still want it all because we already know that they think that they entitled to everything. So I truly believe that, that's the deal that, he was forced. And I'm going to say allegedly because that's exactly when you are part of this right here, you pretty much owe your life. You don't die with your legacy intact. You got to pay the piper, okay? So he still retained his creative control. This deal lasted under 2009 when Bad Boys shift to Interscope, ending the former WMP partnership. And you remember when Sean Combs went ahead and started giving everybody their masters and stuff like that. They know all this stuff was going to come down. They knew that because, like I say, these people will build you up and they will pull the rug clean from under you. Okay, so he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm not reading the whole thing, but all this information right here is already out. It's not nothing that I made up. Like I said, our people are destroyed because of lack of information. But we got to stop being so lazy and stop taking everybody's word as face value. We right now in the comfort of our home, everything right now is at a push of a button. All you got to do is turn on your computer, just like you turn on the computer and watch all that gossip and all this jerking and coonery. You can find the truth. If my people were destroyed because of lack of knowledge. During that period, WMG, home to label like Atlantic and Warner Records, helped distribute Bad Boy release, trying Combs to a Warner affiliated network, you see, through not directly to the Hollywood centric Warner Brothers picture. On the TV front, Combs Revolt, you remember, I think he had came up with Combs Revolt TV, launched in 2013, secured a major carrier deal with Time Warner Cable, then a key part of the Time Warner empire. So all this right here, I'm reading to you right now. Some of this stuff I didn't read, okay? But all this right here is all falling under the same umbrella, okay? So um entertainment until the 2022 Warner's Brother Discovery merged. So when Warner's Brothers, so that's what they do. See, that's why I told you these people are manipulative, and I call them crafty counselors. So when Combs was building up this huge empire because they was sitting there trying to, own their own stuff. Then in 2022, Warner Brothers came in and merged with another company, merged came out of nowhere in 2022. This agreement announced in June 2013 project Revolt reached to 25 million home at launch, but they wanted a piece of this. With Time Warner's cable support held by Combs as a commitment to music culture. So when Sean came along with Revolt, all the money was coming in and they reached almost 25 million people. They wanted a piece of that because they don't want us to have or own anything. We can't die like a Hugh Hefner and all these other ones, Elvis Presley. We can't die with our legacy intact. They got to have a piece of us. And if they can't get it, honey, they would tear the entire house down. But the thing about it is that when it comes to Sean Combs and Jay-Z, these people, they got money to fight. It's not like a Joe the plumber down the street. They would have threw the axe at Joe the plumber. But this man, he's fighting. He's fighting for his life. But the sad thing, when he got to fight white supremacists on one hand and fight our damn people on the other hand, make it make sense, okay? So right there, Time Warner's cable split from Time Warner's in 2009. The deal reflected lingering with the Warners, including linking Combs to the board, Warner's brother legacy. So all that right there, it falls all under the stuff that is going on with Combs. They all linked together. They all was connected to all this, okay? They all wanted a piece of this, okay? So all they went ahead, these Warner brothers, and had emerged in 2023 when Combe clashed. So Combe must have clashed. That's what I'm saying. All this right here is allegedly, okay? So it says Combe clashed with Warner's brother, discovering over Halloween costume. So something happened with the Halloween costume. I guess when he played the Joker. When you remember when Sean Combs went out. Yep, that's it. I told you guys I didn't read none of this. So after kneeling, he held. They say a Joker looked like the Dark Knight. So Combs' claim on Jimmy Kimmel Live is Jimmy Kimmel. It's Kimmel Live. That Warner's brothers, okay? So I guess that's when they clashed it with all that, okay? Discovery sent him a cease and desist letter. Wow. Guys, y'all didn't hear this? Y'all did not hear this, but on Unapologetic Real Talk. Look like I just got 3 people in here, but that's all right. 3 like I say, 3 is the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit is gonna make an impact, okay? Because I promise you, it's gonna get to the right people, okay? So let's go ahead and read it again. So that's why they had clashed, because you remember when Sean Combs was looking like the Joker and he was on the town, and I don't know why they got upset, but Discovery went ahead and sent him a cease and desist letter. But the thing about it is that Discovery had came on board in 2023, and Sean Combs already had, when it came to Revolt TV, and went ahead and linked they all together. But that's just to show you, then now the children wants to sit there and tell the father what to do. But that's what they do. The children always raise up against daddy, okay? Ain't nothing new under the sun. This is what I call control, okay? We still a part of this system. So Discovery has sent Sean Combs a cease and desist letter, and all this right here is allegedly, okay, for entertainment purpose only. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out, but just go and get this information yourself. It's already out there. So, citing a trademark infringement. So Warner's Brothers Discovery has sent Sean Combs a cease and desist letter citing trademark infringement. He responded in 2023 by dressing as Batman, another Warner's own DC icon. First he was the Joker, then he went ahead and he dressed like Batman. complete with a high budget uh parented video taunting the studio. So they saying by he doing that, he was taunting the studio. It's Halloween. So he couldn't dress out. So while more of a publicity stunt than a business tie, so they're saying it was a publicity stunt than a business tie. I guess, the way that he did it, remember when he was in the car, he was drinking and he was out the window and just riding all through Hollywood. I guess they didn't like that. Okay. So they're saying that all that right there was just a business stunt. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this is some good information because this all tied the dots together. Beyond this, it's just that y'all don't like that it's coming from here, okay? But like I said, and say one thing about my ancestors: everything that I want, they gonna dig to the core of hell to pull out the information, okay? He that have an ear, let him hear, okay? So beyond this, Combs had no direct ownership or production role with Warner's brother. Pictures are Warner's brother discovery. So CNN, HBO, Hollywood footprint, acting in films like blah blah blah, which I'm not going to read that. Uh, Nor does Revolt TV with Combs Steel Chair rely on Warner Brother Discovery for distribution today. It's carried by Comcast, DirecTV, and blah blah blah. So yes, Combs has connection with Warner's brother through WMG music deals. Okay, Time Warner Cable TV uh, support and cheeky DC characters spat butt. They're bad boy. So let me go ahead and get out that. So it says something about 2024 legal woes. So they talking about the conspiracy theory linking his 2024 legal woes to Warner's influence, but no evidence supported that. His Warner story is more about strategy, alliance, and playful jab than a deep Hollywood. Okay, not so. Yeah, now right here, when I was talking about Wolf Blizzard. So thank you, Star. From talking about Wolf Blizzard because I'm surprised that he's not coming on CNN to retract some of the stuff that is going on. But I just wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys. Like I said, make sure you go ahead and join my membership because when the Most High God gives me a word, I promise you, honey, you can take it to the bank. You can take it to the bank. So now we see how to put all those dots together when it comes to CNN. And all this right here to me is a legend. All this information is out there. Like I said, my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. When it comes to the system, honey, they're going to protect themselves. When it comes to all this media outlet, all of them is tied in together, okay? But the thing about it is, when are we going to wake the hell up and come out of her? Leave this stuff alone because trust me, without us, they won't exist. When we start waking up, start doing for ourselves, I promise you, Satan is going to fall to his knees. His kingdom is going to come down. But long as we sitting at the feet or trying to sit at the table when we built the entire freaking house, we're going to continue being at the foot. But the sad thing about it, just like I had said earlier, when we have to fight white supremacists on one hand and we got to fight our own daggone people on the other hand, because like I said, we still programmed, we still asleep. We not ready to come out of her because if we was ready to come out of her, no way in the world that if we spend trillions of dollars a year, we are one of the biggest consumers, but we ain't got nothing to show for because we so busy sitting there trying to fit in when God already sat there and said, I had set you apart. Come out of her. Come out of her. This right here is a lesson learned for the next generation. Leave these people stuff alone. Like I said, they write off of your back, off of your talent. All this stuff said there came about not just because when he had some kind of dispute, and all this right here is alleged when it came to the wine. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The wine that he went ahead and helped build. When he didn't want to have these people to take so much shares or whatever. Also, when it came to Revolt TV, once he had captured over 25 million audience watching Revolt TV. It made them angry. And when it comes to CNN, and I'm gonna say allegedly, guys, all this right here is all allegedly. But you go and do your research. Stop taking these people's words for face value. Because I promise you, all of them is in it together. And I'm gonna say allegedly. But like I said, when are we going to come together? We got billionaires. We want to go out there. We want to floss. We want to sit there and make it rain and throw our money back into the system. That's what they want us to do. They want you to sit there and give it right back. That's why they make all these dingling things, these sparkly things. They make all those sparkly things because they know that they can even put diamonds on poop. We're going to want that around our neck as well. But when are we going to say enough is enough and come out of her? When are we going to wake up and know that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof? It all belongs to us anyway. Come out of her and start doing for yourselves. It's time for us to start owning our own network, telling our own story. And I promise you, their kingdom will fall because without you, you are the lifeline to everything that exists. Wake up and realize who you are. Long as they can continue keeping you to sleep, telling you nothing. And we're going to believe that we are nothing because we still programmed to believe that we still enslaved. But we are the head and we are not the tail. What you seen that's running us, controlling us is our shadow, our lower self. And they know that their time is almost up. But I promise you, it couldn't happen at a better time when it comes to P. Diddy and all the stuff that he's in with Trump is in the seat because we already know what Trump had went through. So I truly believe, hey, all this stuff right here is going to reveal, it's going to show itself. One thing that I do know that when it comes to my father, and it was told to me from a very early age that you can't get away with nothing. The truth gonna slowly but surely find its way back home. And the Most High God loves stuff like this. The Most High God loves working with stuff like this because what it does is it makes a believer out of you. This is what I call right here in the Garden of Gethsemane, the crushing place. This is a wake up call for many of our silly sheeps that wants to be a P. Diddy, wants to be a Jay-Z, wants to be the next rapper. And they signing their life away for a bowl of beans. Stop signing your life away for a bowl of beans. Like I say, nothing is new under the sun. Just like they said in the Bible, Esau and Jacob, how Esau was so hungry. Stop being so hungry. And that's what they feed off. They feed off because you're so hungry. Where you will sell your entire birthrights for a bowl of beans. And they're going to take something like this to get you out. But it's going to be the next person that's not going to have the money that Sean Combs and Jay-Z have. But you don't have to go through this. Like I had posted a little small short. I posted a little small short of Malcolm X. Go and watch it. I don't just sit here just entertaining and buck dancing, you guys. Yeah, I might sit there and come at your level. But I also gonna come with the word, the unadulterated word. But go and watch that little short I went ahead and post last night when it comes to Malcolm X. Even though I may have no more than 100 people that watched it on YouTube, but thousands of people when I went ahead and posted on other networks. Because I know when it comes to this network right here, when it comes to YouTube, that's why I went ahead and set up another channel, which I don't even have to do that because it's not in the numbers. But people hate the truth. Our own people hate the truth because they have been biting off a lie for so long. But go and watch that little short I put of Malcolm X. This man been dead for almost 60 years. Malcolm X been dead for almost 60 years. And what he been preaching when he was alive, when it comes to the black community, when it comes to being black entrepreneurs, and when it comes from how other people will come into your community but never pour back into your community. We are still going through it today. And that's been 60 years. And we are still going through and talking about the same talk. Like I said, this shouldn't have never been a over 400-year plus journey. The clock already had hit zero. The time is now, guys. Wake up. Stop allowing these people to sit there and keep rocking to sleep. It's time for us to start doing for ourselves. And that's real talk. So he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. So I just wanted to go ahead, guys. I wanted to put this out to connect the dots. And like I said, go out there and don't take my words, because most of the stuff that I get, I go into my heavenly realm, and he shows me the my father shows me exactly. My ancestors gets on their job to go and pull out this information. Go and pull out that information yourself. Like I said, the rabbit hole is very, very deep, but it's how far you are willing to get this information. Stop taking their word as Bible. Stop going on this trauma binding train wagon and sitting there helping these people do their job. These people get paid for that. Nowhere in the world that they should have never tampered with evidence. And we don't question that just because we don't like a person. So just because you don't like a person, you don't want to know the truth. Devil, the Lord rebuke you. Satan, the Lord rebuke you. Because I promise you, it's them today, but tomorrow it can be you. So if you cannot give mercy to someone, what makes you think that you deserve God's amazing grace? Like I say, what goes around comes around. That's why we have to be careful how we sit there and let our goods be evil spoken of. We got to be careful how we put our mouths on people, because it says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. So you don't have a heaven or hell to put your foot on someone when you might be sleeping with the devil on the side of you and you giving him a break. But yet you want to become an enemy of something that you don't not like because you are caught up in this entertainment. It's time for us to come out of this. These people sign their lives on a dotted line, sign their souls. And this right here is what the repercussion is. But sometimes the Most High God would allow all this happen to let you know that all glory belongs to him and that he does not share his glory with anyone. So all this right here is a lesson learned. Come out of her. Leave these people stuff alone, because pretty much you've been built it. Start building up your own community. Start building up your own music industry. But Sean Combs tried to do it. Revoke TV. All this stuff because of Revoke TV and because of that wine he had. They don't want you to have it. The man gave you 50% share. 50% share according to what I just read to you guys. And you still wanted more. You wanted it all. So if you couldn't get it all, you build them up just to tear them down. So that's exactly what we seen. And I'm not going to sit there and say that he never did anything. I'm not defending no Sean Combs. So don't go around and sit there and say, oh, she defending Sean Combs. I'm defending the truth. According to the information that is out there, this man gave them 50% of his company, of his shares. And I'm going to say allegedly, but they wanted it all. Where they even came up with another company so it can sit there, override what he's doing. And when they couldn't do it, They made it evil spoken of, like they make everything else evil spoken of. But this time, I'm not going to blame the power that be because we already know that they are cunning. We already know that they are manipulative. I'm not going to blame them anymore. It's time for us to start pointing the finger at ourselves because, like I said, we've been in here doing this for a very, very long time where we should know exactly how these crafty counselors play. But we still wants to sit there and wallow in the hog's pen, make it make sense. Yeah, I read that In Vogue singer Dawn Robinson claimed to be living in her car for 3 years. She is homeless, and I don't understand that either. Because all the royalties, we still listen to In Vogue music. Nowhere in the world that she should be living uh in her car. But like I said there, say this is part of the beast. This is part of the industry. That's why I sit there and say it's time for to start doing for ourselves. So thank you for coming in, Starbucks, and coming in and mod and talking. But all this information right here, like I said, watch they run with it because they didn't understand why when it comes to CNN, why would CNN tamper with something that was so crucial? Why? Because most, and I'm gonna say allegedly, probably was a AI generated video, most likely. And even if it was tampered with. But the thing about it is that now it left a stain on everybody. The entire jury is tainted because of they wanted to put that out. Who does that? Who destroyed the original for edit video? Make it make sense. So on that note, guys, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your day and mind your own business. Stop worrying about these people' business and take care of home. Judgment is beginning right here within. Stop worrying about these people. Start building ourselves. We spend too much money to be worrying about somebody else's business. So he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Thank you very much, Star. Star says another informative life. Thank you. Thank you. You don't get too many people saying stuff like that. Thank you very much. But like I said, when it comes to the truth will slowly but surely find its way back home. And this right here is unapologetic and non-biased. So guys, you all be blessed and enjoy the rest of your days. So let me see if I can go ahead and get out of this right here.